should be good to go. The armor stand is in place with the scary face and a bunch of clothes on. We've got the horse in place, so that will make all the noise. There is no way for me to test this thing without it actually working. So I guess I'm just going to have faith in my redstone skills. That's mildly terrifying, to be frankly honest with you. But I can't possibly leave this place without saying this has been the biggest pain in the backside in the world. I mean, look at it. It's so tiny. Okay, look, it's so small. And yet, this has taken me a whole afternoon. I've spent a whole afternoon on this thing. I've just been back and forth. I've been driving myself up the bend, alright, and round the bend, and sideways through the bend, and potentially above the bend. I don't even know where the bend is anymore. I've been driven so round the bend that the bend has become straight, and now I'm in a different dimension where bends don't exist. Oh, and by the way, being driven around the bend is a British expression for being really, really frustrated. Just for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about. Which actually I imagine is most people, because what I was talking about just then didn't even make sense in Britain. Let's move on from that one then, and pop back over to our storage system area. So obviously we've got all of the sorters in place, but as mentioned earlier on, I want to make a shulker box sorting system. And also I've been thinking more and more about bulk storage of items. I mean, I have maybe 15 shulker boxes of stone up in that storage system there, and as you can see here, we have a lot more of the stuff. I feel like I would be really, really stupid if I didn't have some form of bulk storage. So let's get that sorted, because clearly I don't already have enough storage. I mean, clearly I'm running out. Now I'm going to build the framework of this thing out of stone bricks, but I'm not 100% certain that's going to be staying, because I asked you guys in the previous episode of Hermitcraft if this central area should be futuristic or if it should be ruined. And it was pretty unanimous. People were saying ruined. Okay, everybody kind of wants it to be ruined because it's inside the main tower. The main tower is ruined. It makes sense that this area is ruined as well. So I'm going to have to do some serious work in a creative mode testing world to make this look really, really cool, because this is where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time. To be honest, I'd quite like it if it was in a similar style to what I've done here. Like, I absolutely love the feeling of this. The height of it and everything. So it would be good if I could kind of replicate that down underneath. Maybe I could even mirror it. Imagine if that was the floor and then I had glass. Oh, that's actually not a bad idea. I mean, that would also work quite nicely if we were to start expanding downwards as well. I mean, it's not like we're struggling for space in this base. This base is absolutely enormous, but if we ever did need more underground space, then that could be the way to do it. Anyway, we've got storage silos, and then this area here is where the shulker boxes are going to go. Now, each one of these spaces is 6 blocks high, which means we've got room for 18 shulker boxes, which is 2 rows of my ender chest, because I'm going to pull the shulker boxes out of my ender chest, chuck them in here when I'm sorting items, and then when I'm done, I take them out of this system and chuck them back into the ender chest. Now, I've been doing a lot of research into multi-item sorters, and it turns out the NEM-bomb's actually got a design that looks like it's going to be super reliable, but I want to make sure that I keep everything within one chunk. So that means that the input chest, where the items are actually going to be going into the sorter, is going to be right here. It's just inside this chunk. You can see the chunk boundary there. And that means that the items will flow in. They'll probably go across the bottom here, and then they'll be sent up into the multi-item sorter. They'll make their way through there. Then they'll go through the bulk storage systems, and then if they haven't dropped into any of those just yet, they will then move on to the other parts of the sorter. So this is the design we're going to be using. So we've got the dropavators out the front there. That's where the hoppers are. So that's where the items come out. We've got the redstone clocks, which activates the dropavators. And then we have all of the redstone lines, which are powering and depowering all of the hoppers. Okay. Let's get to work on building some of these things. You know, I never thought I'd be saying that we didn't have enough space down underneath here, but we don't actually have enough space down underneath here. So the majority of the redstone circuit is now all in place. We've got all of the things that are going to be sending the items upwards and kind of looping them through. Then this big empty gap right here is eventually going to be filled with minecart rails and all of the systems that run into these hoppers here, which actually make the items sort themselves into the shulker boxes. But there's not much good in me building those just yet, because they rely on me having a firm position for my input chest, and that's not 100% set in stone just yet. I mean, I temporarily have it here, but honestly, it could go anywhere, to be honest with you. I'm almost thinking it would be nice if it was in the center. Anyway, I'm going to leave those innards for the time being, and instead I'm going to focus on building up these storage silos and getting these things up and running, because then our whole sorting system will actually be ready to go. I just need to connect up everything. I really am quite impressed with how much we've managed to get done in today's Hermitcraft episode. I'm proud of myself. Also, over the years, the many years of me building up storage silos, I have gotten ridiculously fast at constructing them. I mean, look at this. I'm like fluent in storage silos. It's become a second language of mine. So there we go. 4 storage silos all done. I guess 1 can be for stone, 1 for cobblestone, 1 for dirt, and then I guess actually 1 for just items. Like random items that have not made it into any part of the sorting system. So anything that we don't have an item filter for, and also most importantly non-stackable items. So that will be going into one of these. Cool. Okay, we've got ourselves all worked out. We've got ourselves sorted, I guess you could say. It's a terrible joke. It's a really, really terrible joke. But it's been fun. It's been a cool Hermitcraft episode. I've really enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed it as well. And I'll catch you in the next one. See ya. And actually, just as I was recording that outro there, I realised, when am I actually going to get my suit back? No, I really need to arrange that. I saw Stress uploaded a video the other day showing off her ridiculously cool nether portal. And obviously, she helped me out the other day when I died during my 12-hour mining session, so maybe there is a small chance I might be able to retrieve it.